Hi, it's Pastor Paul Anderson here at the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship, where we believe God's blessings never stop flowing. It is Terrific Tuesday. It is that day that we thank God for blessing us, that we are propelled into this week, and we're so grateful. We're almost midway there. God has been so good to us. You know, February is African American History Month. It's a time that we recognize great Americans who are of African American descent and the wonderful contributions that they've made to society. Today, I want to pause and talk just a quick moment about Nathaniel Alexander. In 1911, he created what we know as the folding chair. The folding chair. Aren't you so grateful for that? Folding chairs have been our great partners throughout life. You know, you pull up a folding chair when you're outside on the porch. You pull up a folding chair when you go to the beach. Everywhere you go, you need to thank God for this wonderful American of African descent, Nathaniel Alexander, for the powerful works he's done for us all. Please look with me today at Psalm 77. Psalm 77, a powerful psalm. This is a psalm that we begin to hear about, how he begins out with this: I cried out loud to God. I shouted. God, listen to me. The psalmist is saying, God, I need for you to hear me. The psalmist is going through something in his life, just like all of us goes through something in our lives. And we need to make sure that God hears us. He's crying out. He's saying, God, I need for you to hear me. I need for you to hear me because I have some things going on. Secondly, he says, I cannot even sleep at night because of my sins, because of the things that have troubled me. Many of us during COVID-19, we have not been able to sleep at night. Some have been wondering what's happening to my family, what's happening to those in my community, what's happening to those in my church. There are so many people dying. What about the healthcare workers? Some people have not been able to sleep at night because they've been up all night long. And we find out here that he stays up all night long and asking the Lord to comfort him. And all the things that we go through in life, we need to know that if we cry out to God, and even during this time period that we call Lent, is a good time for us to draw closer to God. And as we draw closer to God, it's amazing how God will allow us to see things clearly. And sometimes that means removing the distractions. Well, we move the distractions of always thinking about what to eat, what to wear, you know, and some people have even decided they're fasting, and some are fasting from TV. Some are fasting from social media because they can plague us and make us think about more things than what we need to. Some people are saying that I'm going to turn off my phone and I'm not going to touch it after 10 p.m. Wouldn't that be a miracle if God allowed some of us to do that? And so he helps us to understand. He says, Lord, I'm trying to sleep, but as I try to sleep, I know I can't sleep. So I'm going to pray. Thirdly, it's important for us to cry out to God. Did you know that prayer is not a monologue, but it's a dialogue? I can remember hearing people say, I want to say my prayers. I want to say grace. You know, it's us doing all the talking, and we have to remind ourselves, after you say something to God, we should pause because God has something to say to us. Today, let's pause. Let's say, God, speak to me. I'm crying out to you. I need to hear from you. I need a word from you. And I want to tell you, my brothers and sisters, my friends, God has a word for you. All you have to do is be open and receptive to hear what he has to say. And whatever he says, you and I have to say, yes, Lord, your will, I'll obey. May God bless you. I'll see you on Wednesday.
To sow a seed to the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship, visit our newly redesigned website, thefountainofraleigh.org, and select Sow a Seed from the homepage. Also, giving has been made easier with the new Fountain of Raleigh app, available now in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. Download today, select Giving from the main menu, and then follow the directions to complete your giving through Subsplash.
Thank you so very much for all of your gifts and donations that you've given to the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship. We thank you for what you've done in the past, what you're currently doing, and what you will do in the future. Your gifts and donations helps us to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ, not only locally, but throughout the world. Thank you again for your gifts, and may God continue to richly bless you. It is here at the Fountain that we believe that we are exceedingly and abundantly blessed, and may you receive those blessings that God has in store for you.